Hello, everyone. Okay, so I'm still playing Star Wars Galaxies because I go through stages in this game and I get super addicted to it for a while. So after I got my Jedi, I unlocked my additional character slot, and I missed being a creature handler. That's what my Jedi was, creature handler, master, doctor, and I could do a lot with that. I could kill a lot of things, and my Jedi can do that too. But there's always risk of bounty hunters, so I'm trying to be a little safe while I level up. So my other characters are Master Armorsmith, basically a crafter, and bioengineer to make the pets for other people and for my creature handler. So I thought I'd start a couple videos here. Maybe it'll end up being more. I don't know, but some videos on how-tos. And I'll start with creature handler because creature handler is a little tricky and how it works. It's totally different. So is bioengineer. So I'll probably get into that too. Bioengineer is the craziest class you can be within Star Wars Galaxies, probably, at least in this version. So this will be a how-to on. I'm starting out. I started out at level 80 because I used my free respec. So whenever a couple months ago they gave a free respec book out, so I figured I'd just use that on my new character that I got. So I respected as a bounty hunter, creature handler, which was probably stupid because that's what I used to do back in the day. And I realized when you're master creature handler, you're focusing on here. I'm gonna summon my Gurek right now. So you focus on using the abilities of your creature. So for instance, right now all I have is taunt or provoke. Provoke and bite. So that's all my Gurek can do. It's a cat, it's a type of cat. I can also teach it. Slash and claw, and I think something else as well. So I'm looking at a website called swgpets.com. This is a very good website for creature handlers. This will tell you what specials, what abilities each types of creature has. And you should definitely use it if you're going to be a creature handler. So one thing that you'd want to do is you want to learn the abilities, the specials of each creature that you have. So far I've learned you get provoke for free. Provoke, a beast ability that increases the chance to taunt an enemy. So taunting basically keeps the enemy on that creature. And the higher your taunt ability, the better. They won't come after you, they'll stay on your creature. So if you have a good bioengineered creature, there's another topic I'd like to talk about. Bioengineering versus just regularly picking up creatures in the wild. If you have a good enough creature, you can tank pretty much anything in the game solo without going into an instance. I can do Dark Jedi Masters, and that's pretty high up on the list of things to be able to tank. So once you have Master Doctor, you can just keep using your advanced heal beast ability and just heal it normally like you would with a doctor, just any other character, and you can get through Dark Jedi Master. I shouldn't say easy, it takes a while. You can do this with other classes too, but I find that I just creature handler just suits me pretty well. So, and so does doctor. So yeah, I missed those classes whenever I got my Jedi, because the character that I unlocked Jedi on becomes the Jedi. So my fourth character that I unlocked, I'm already Master Creature Handler. I'm going to be moving over to Master Doctor too. Like I said, Bounty Hunter just doesn't work. What I was trying to get to earlier is whenever you're trying to use your abilities of your creature, you don't have time to actually shoot at the same time, because these take up pretty much every second of your time. You can't click this, and then come over here and shoot something and come over and click again and just get out of sync. You can do that, and I've tried it, but you're much better off just using your pet as your damage dealer and focusing on healing it whenever it needs healed. That's it. That's really all it comes down to. You could also just have your pet go in and attack and then don't do any specials, and it'll do like 700 damage or something at a time. At this level, at least at 52nd level, that's what level this is right. My creature is right now. But really, I think it's better to use their abilities and then just heal it. I've I've tried trial and error on this a lot, and Master Creature Handler, Master Doctor is a good bet. And once you get Master Doctor, you can buff yourself with your Doctor buffs, and whenever you buff yourself, you also buff your creature, which is great. So it's even hitting harder and hitting faster, and blah 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 blah. Has more health, etc. So it's a really good combo. So getting back to why I wanted to make this video is, yeah, Creature Handler is kind of funny because you have to learn these abilities that each different types of beast has, each creature has. So in this case, like I said, the Gurk has a claw, a bite, and a slash. Slash does like a bleed over time, damage over time on the creature. So far I have only learned bite 3. It goes up to 5. I think some of them only go up to 4. Well, at least one of them only go up to 4. But for this, the Gurk goes up to 5. So I want to learn, in this case, I want to learn Claw, and I want to learn Slash. So I went to SWG Pets. I'm on Rory. So I picked a creature that has Slash and Claw. And I came up with quite a few creatures, actually, on Rory. Oh, you have to look up the third ability of it, too. So some creatures... Whenever you're trying to learn these, some creatures out in the wild will teach you different ranks of those abilities. In this case, I want to learn the third rank because my creature's only level 52. So you have to look at that as well. So I came up, there's a list of quite a few, 15 different creatures that know both of these abilities rank 3. Sickle Rasp was the first one that came up on the boards whenever I was doing a search for missions. So I'm going to try to learn those 2 abilities. So there's something called Creature Knowledge. And there's some chat around when to use this, how to use this. I've played around with those different types of theories. Really, you just want to have it active whenever the creature is doing one of those abilities. So if I attack with my Gurk, and you want to take your time. If you try to kill it too quickly, the creature that you're trying to learn the ability from, it won't have time to do one of these abilities. So basically, I'm trying to get the Sickle Rasp to do Claw and Slash. And the longer it's alive, the more opportunities it'll have to do those 2 abilities. So whenever it's doing those abilities, as long as I have Creature Knowledge, this buff that I can give myself, Creature Knowledge active, it will make a rule and the code and try to figure out if you can learn it or not. I don't know what the chance is. Some of these, like rank 5s, will take a long time, or can take a long time. I'm guessing they're 1 or 2% chance of actually learning it every time they do it. This is probably a little higher. I learned bite 3 on a different creature within the first creature, so it was probably like 50% or something like that. So I don't know what the rank is here, but we're going to give it a shot. And I'll show you how it works. So I'm just going to attack with my Gurk and let it do its thing. I'm not going to do any specials because, like I said, I want it to keep around. I want it to stick around for a while. I'm going to turn Creature Knowledge on. I don't know if I should turn this on. I don't remember how I did this before. If I should turn it on before or after. I think it's before. So I want to get within 30 meters. I'm going to turn it on. Yeah, because if you do it after you already start attacking, it could have already done one of those abilities. Now I'm going to attack. I think you have to be within 30 meters to do this. Some people sit here and spam Creature Knowledge, like that's a thing. So it did its ability, it did its slash ability on my Gurk. I didn't learn it. And if my Gurk gets down too low, I'll just heal it up. Well, yeah. Okay, nothing here. Also, loot its bones. Loot its bones. Okay, so now, let's see. I'm going to get out to 34 meters. I'm going to uncheck Creature Knowledge, try to do Creature Knowledge. It says I'm too far away. So I'm going to get out to 29 meters. Too far away. Maybe it's a little closer. Okay, it's 25 meters. Sorry about that. I was thinking it was 30. It's been a while since I've had to learn anything because my, like I said, my previous character is the one that did all this stuff, and it's been a while. Okay, you'll see a little pop up here if I learn it. And again, it did its slash again on my Gurk, but I didn't learn it. That isn't one of the ones that special that Wind Buffet. I'm not trying to learn that one. Some people say you should be doing this while it's the Sickle Rasp is attacking. I don't know if that's necessary or not. Okay. What we're gonna do is, okay, I have my beast on passive, so if I attack this nest, it won't try to keep attacking it when I tell it to come back. So I just told it to attack, then follow, and it came back off the nest. Also, you want to have Mask Sen on, especially whenever you're going against creatures that have aggro. They're red instead of yellow. Okay, so I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my Creature Knowledge skill again. I guess it's a buff. It's going to do slash here in a second. Usually does it kind of early. There we go, Claw 3. I learned Claw 3. See how it popped up here? You have learned a new skill, Claw 3. Okay. And maybe what people say about keep spamming creature knowledge actually is a thing. I don't know. Anyway, so now I can have up to 3 different skills for my creature. My Gurk in this case, my kitty cat. So I'm gonna click it. Click the train pet. And you'll see that these are the things available that I can teach it. I know up to provoke 5, but I can't teach it that yet because the creature's not that high of enough level. I already taught it Bite 3. Now I'm going to teach it Claw 3. Now it's there, and it automatically pops up over here. Isn't that pretty cool? So that is my first how-to for Creature Handler. I went over a few different things there. Hopefully that helps. And maybe once I get this Gurk up to a higher level, I can start going against some Master Dark Jedi Masters and show you how that works as well. So thanks for watching and take care.